You may be making a fatal mistake when measuring your blood pressure, and this mistake could steal precious years from your life. The idea that there is a single ideal value for everyone is completely wrong. And this confusion could be the key to serious problems you can't even imagine, affecting your heart, brain, and even your kidneys. If you're over 50 and still following incorrect patterns, you may be unknowingly walking toward a real risk scenario. And the worst part, the medications prescribed to control your pressure may not be the definitive solution you're hoping for. Have you ever stopped to think why? Even when taking medication, your pressure continues to fluctuate, or why so many people experience dizziness, headaches, and constant fatigue without knowing that this could be entirely related to uncontrolled blood pressure. Today, I will show you the ideal blood pressure for each age group, and more importantly, how you can maintain your body's balance in a natural and effective way. And at the end of this video, I'll share an incredible natural recipe used for centuries by Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine that can help you control your blood pressure without any negative side effects. If you are committed to your health and want to live a healthier and more conscious life, comment now, "My strength comes from the sky." This is not just a phrase, it is a personal commitment to your health. And don't stop here. If you know someone over 50, share this video. It could be the key to preventing serious health problems in the future. Blood pressure, the river of life inside you. Imagine that your circulatory system is a large river flowing throughout your body, carrying oxygen and vital nutrients to every cell. This river ensures that the heart beats strongly, the brain works well, and all your organs function in harmony. Now, think about what happens when the current of a river is uncontrolled. If the water doesn't flow with enough force, it doesn't reach the necessary points, and everything begins to wither. But if the current is too strong, the banks start to give way, the structures wear down, and over time, the river can overflow and cause irreversible damage. This is what happens with your blood pressure. If it is too low, your body doesn't receive enough oxygen, causing symptoms like dizziness, extreme fatigue, and even fainting. If it's too high, the constant impact on the walls of the blood vessels can cause microscopic cracks, which over time can lead to heart attacks or strokes. And the biggest problem is that most people don't notice the warning signs until it's too late. Uncontrolled pressure is silent, treacherous, and works in the shadows until it causes irreversible damage. That's why it's vital to know what the correct pressure is for each phase of life. What is the ideal blood pressure for your age? Now that you understand the importance of keeping your pressure under control, let's get to the point. What is the ideal pressure for each age group? For many years, it was believed that blood pressure naturally increased with age. But the truth is different. Recent studies show that, regardless of age, maintaining controlled pressure is the key to reducing the risk of serious problems like heart attacks and strokes. Now let's look at the ideal ranges for each stage of life. Young adults, 20 to 40 years. During this period, the heart is still strong and the arteries are more flexible. The ideal pressure is around 12/8, which can vary slightly. If your pressure rises to above 13/8.5, this is already a warning sign for pre-hypertension. It's essential to monitor, as bad habits at this stage can have a high price in the future. Middle-aged adults, 40 to 60 years. As we age, our blood vessels lose some elasticity, and naturally pressure tends to increase. The ideal pressure range for this age is between 12.5/8.5 to 14/9, which is still considered normal. However, any value above 14/9 is already considered hypertension and needs to be treated with adjustments in diet, exercise, and, in some cases, medications. Seniors, over 60 years. Many believe that after 60, high blood pressure is a natural thing, but this is far from safe. Studies show that maintaining blood pressure around 13/8 drastically reduces the risk of complications in the heart and brain. Some doctors may accept up to 14/9 to avoid sudden drops, but any number above that represents a serious risk to the heart, kidneys, and even vision. And if your blood pressure is not controlled, what should you do? If you notice that your blood pressure values are constantly elevated, don't ignore the signals from your body. Some simple changes in your daily routine could be the key to regaining balance and protecting your health. Here are some actions you can start implementing right now. Reduce your salt intake. Excess sodium causes the body to retain fluids, which raises blood pressure. Less salt can mean more control over your health. Maintain a healthy weight. Being overweight requires more effort from your heart to pump blood. By maintaining a healthy weight, you relieve this strain. Engage in regular physical activities. Exercises like light walking and stretching are powerful allies in strengthening the heart and improving circulation. Control stress. Blood pressure can rise temporarily during moments of nervousness and anxiety. If this happens frequently, it can turn into a chronic problem. Finding ways to relax is crucial. Drink plenty of water and opt for natural foods. Fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats are not only great for the body, but they also help balance blood pressure naturally. Now, let's answer some common questions that many people have. My blood pressure has always been a bit higher. Is that normal? No, it's not normal. Even if you are used to having slightly elevated blood pressure, it can put your heart and kidneys at risk, increasing the chances of complications like heart attacks and strokes. Isn't it dangerous to lower the pressure too much in older people? Yes, it's important to be cautious. Very low blood pressure can cause dizziness and falls. However, this does not mean you should ignore high blood pressure. Balance is key, and proper control can prevent more serious problems. Can I control my blood pressure just by changing my lifestyle? In many cases, yes. However, if the pressure is already at very high levels, medical monitoring and even medication may be necessary. The ideal is to start with natural adjustments, avoiding medication as much as possible. Now, let's get to what many have been waiting for. The powerful natural recipe that can help regulate your blood pressure in a simple and effective way. This recipe is not new. It has been used for centuries by traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine. Its effect on blood circulation is impressive, helping to balance blood pressure and strengthen blood vessels. Over time, this knowledge was lost, but now you'll have access to it. Ingredients for the blood pressure stabilizer recipe: 1 crushed garlic clove, 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, juice of half a lemon, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of pure honey, 200 milliliters of warm water. Preparation and consumption: place the garlic and ginger in a glass. Add the lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, and honey. Pour the warm water and mix well. Let it rest for 5 minutes before drinking. The ideal is to consume this mixture once a day, preferably in the morning, on an empty stomach. Regular use can help keep blood pressure under control and improve circulation naturally. How this recipe works in the body. Garlic. Garlic is a natural vasodilator, relaxing blood vessels and contributing to reduced pressure. Ginger. It improves blood circulation, reduces inflammation, and makes blood flow more efficient. Lemon. Rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, lemon helps clean the arteries, preventing plaque buildup that can block the vessels. Apple cider vinegar. It balances the blood's pH levels and is an ally in heart health. Honey. Honey has anti-inflammatory properties that help regulate the cardiovascular system. Studies show that when consumed regularly, these ingredients can contribute to the reduction of blood pressure naturally and without side effects. Remember, this recipe does not replace medical monitoring, but can be a strong ally in the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular diseases. If you are looking for a natural alternative to keep your health in check, this solution may be exactly what you need. If you've made it this far, it means you are truly committed to your health and willing to live with more quality of life. Understanding blood pressure and knowing how to keep it balanced is one of the most powerful keys to preventing serious problems in the heart, brain, and throughout the body. Today, you've learned the ideal blood pressure values for each stage of life and discovered an ancient natural recipe used for centuries to strengthen circulation and regulate blood pressure in a safe and effective way. Now, the decision is in your hands. You can ignore this information and continue taking risks, or you can put everything you've learned into practice and begin a true transformation in your health. I want to know from you, what was the biggest lesson you learned from this video? Comment below and share what surprised you the most. And if you believe that healing is in our hands right now, healing comes from nature. This is more than just a simple comment. It is a commitment to your well-being and a conscious decision to take care of yourself. Now, I have a very special request. Share this video with at least 3 people over 50 years old. Your action could be the key to saving lives by spreading this important knowledge. Be the one to bring this information to those who need it most. At the end of the video, I will leave 2 more suggestions for incredible content to help transform your health naturally. Don't miss the chance to watch. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to subscribe now and turn on notifications, ensuring that you don't miss any exclusive content. A big hug, good health, and see you in the next video.